Hi, doing a quick video to show off my new rucksack that was kindly bought for me by Justine for my birthday. It's the Karrimor SF Sabre 45. It's a 45 litre rucksack. I think it's designed for military use primarily, but it's a good sort of hard wearing, easy to carry rucksack. This one's got the optional side pockets, which are about 12.5 litres each, and it's amazing how much stuff you can get inside. See at the back it's nicely padded, and the fabric used is really good for wicking. The one I had before this, which I have just put up on eBay for sale, was a Maxpedition Vulture, and the back panel on that, although they said it was good for wicking, I just found it wasn't at all. It just felt like the same sort of material that the rest of the bag was made of. So I've got this fully loaded up for the gear that we'd normally take if we were going away for a couple of nights hiking, bushcrafting. You go to Peak District, something like that. You can see axes on the front there, and that is my poncho tarp. In this side pocket I've got a two-man tent, which if I'm going with Justine, she prefers to have a tent rather than sleeping under the tarp. In the other pocket I've got all the cooking equipment and food that we'd need for the trip, so that's both of us, including medical kit and toiletries are in there as well. Then all this stuff on the front is the kind of thing I've had in my pockets. So if I was to take the mini parang, I wouldn't take the axe. It's a lighter weight option. I've got a water bottle in the bag, and that's a spare one. There's also, I've got water purification, which it gives me the option to fill up as I'm going. There's a saw and my fork knife and F1 knife, compass, which you don't always need to use, but when you need it, you need it. Head torch, a little emergency pocket kit that I have there of all the essential bits you need. Zoom in on that. So I've got like a mini compass in there, and items for starting a fire and a few sort of little medical bits and bobs. So that would normally be in my pocket. And then new purchase of a Leatherman Skelly tool. So I was kindly given a voucher for my birthday, so I put it towards this. So have a good play with that later. Right, I'm going to unpack it and show you the amount of stuff you can get in here. It's like a TARDIS. So there's a huge pocket in the lid. I'll take it back to this clothes room in there. So in that I've got my folding firebox, which is primarily what we'd use if I wanted to cook on the go, and then some spare tent pegs and guy lines that I can use to set up my poncho as a tarp if it's raining when we want to eat. In one of the side pockets, see 12.5 litres, there's lots of space, you get lots in there. So on this one I've got plenty of food, enough for both of us for a good 2-3 days. Spare water bottle, cooking mug. I've got a zebra billy can and the MSR dromedary which lives inside that. This is another birthday present. That's a long handled spoon. It's great for when you're using these packet meals. Hold it at the end, don't get messy. So in the side pocket on the other side, there's a two-man tent in there. It's a good sized tent. It's actually a 2.5 man tent. That rolls up and that can all fit inside. I wouldn't have the poles and tent pegs, so Justine would have to carry those. But all kind of averages out what you carry. So clips onto the front, we've got the small forest axe and poncho tarp from DD Tarps. Now the poncho, I'm going to be swapping that for something lighter. It's great design as far as the cut and the fit, but the material that they're made out of is so heavy. I think it's well over 1 kilo. So I'm hoping to go for a Go Light poncho tarp. So apparently they're still quite rugged. I think they look a bit silly, but they do the job, and yeah, keeps you dry and gives you the option of making a shelter, which invariably you get lots of rain in this country. So this just unclips, folds down the ice axe loop, and out that comes. There you go. I added the shock cord on the front. Right, inside the lid there's a mesh pocket, and in there I've just got a chemical light and some cordage, a torch. So it's always good to have a backup torch. It's quite a powerful little one. Compression strap on top, useful for squeezing the last bits of room in there, and also if you wanted to have something rolled up going across the top, it will secure it. That's a nice feature. So starting in the top, we've got toiletries. So right down here. So in there's a little shovel for when you've got the call of nature. Everything you need to keep yourself clean and fresh, because it's important to do that even if you're away for a few days. Your skin can start to break down if you don't clean it. So if we're up in the hills, I'd always take one of these 2-man body bags with us. So it's basically an emergency shelter that you can put over the two of you. You sit on it to keep it in place, and it protects you from wind, rain, for a short period of time. Nice and brightly coloured as well, so that if emergency services need to find you, they've got a better chance. Right, this is my medical kit. So I should show you what we're going here. So it's a standard first aid kit and a military trauma pouch or bandage. So it's useful, when you've got these sharp things that you're playing with. You need to have the means to give yourself a little bit of help should you have an accident. Okay, as you can see inside, I've got a wet bag, or a dry bag rather. So I'll just show you what we've got in there. So coming out of the main compartment, this is my belay jacket, nice warm insulating layer in there for when you stop. You cool down really quickly, so it's good to have something warm to put on. See, lots of room in there. Always have a travel towel with me. If you got yourself wet, or if you decide to go and have a swim in a stream or something, it's good to be able to dry off nicely. In here I've got a warm hat, gloves, a fleece, a light fleece that goes now weather at night time. Or if the weather turns, obviously you dress for the weather you're expecting, but you never know, so it's good to have some extra insulation. Still more in here. Got my Thermarest mat, so keep that away from your back because it's nice and light. Waterproof trousers. I think I've probably worn them twice in the last 10 years I've had to things, but when the weather gets really bad and you're going to wear them, then you're going to want them. And last but not least, pull this out. There we go. My sleeping bag. So that's in its own dry sack. That's rated down to -10. I'd say that you're comfortable at freezing. When it gets colder than that, then you want to put some more layers on. So, just pan back, getting all of this kit. Into the Karrimor Sabre 45 with side pockets. So as I say, this is what I'd take if it was myself and Justine. If it was just me going, a lot of that stuff would come out. I'd have a smaller first aid kit. I wouldn't have the tent. Down here I've got my tarp and a bivvy bag. Yeah, so I'd thoroughly recommend this bag. Not had a chance to wear it on any proper hiking yet, but it does feel comfortable for what I've worn it so far. Yes, so hoping for lots of hours enjoying the bag. Thank you.